Hello there friends, welcome back for another Trinity Stamps video here on my YouTube channel. Today is a video hop with the rest of the team to celebrate the new release. And I'm going to be using this A Good Friend stamp set with the matching dies, these cute little clovers. And then we also have the Clover background, which is a foiling plate. So I'm going to go ahead and put this onto my Glimmer hot foil system. And we're going to let that heat up while I go ahead and trim down the foil that I plan to use. And I'm using my quick trimmer. I always do. Can't seem to not use it because, I mean, that's just the easiest way to make sure you have a straight line. I'm going to go ahead and put that foil right onto my plate. I'm going to hit my timer button because everything's ready to go. And then while that's heating up, I'll stamp out my images. Now, I've got some green cardstock. I'm going to use an embossing like powder tool. Then I'll ink that up using some clear embossing ink. And then I want to make sure that I have 4 of these. I'm going to put one on the inside. And then I'm just covering that with some gold embossing powder. It's a fine detail gold embossing powder. And then everything was ready with my foiling plate. So I'll put my green cardstock down, make my sandwich, and run that through my Platinum 6. And then I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. It is gorgeous. Check that out, especially on that green. So imagine the possibilities. And of course, Miles has to come in and check it out while I heat emboss. And I need to make sure that he doesn't mess with the powder. But, you know, I don't know what it is with my cat and wanting to come over when things are either warm or messy. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to take out the matching dies and we'll tack that down with a little bit of mint tape, run that through our die cutting machine. This is actually a fairly quick card to make. And I'm going to trim down my panel. My panel was originally 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, so I want to trim this down to be a total of 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I will have a nice border all the way around for my card base. So that card base measures 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 inches, scored at 4 1/4 inches. So this is an A2 sized card. And then I'll take what I had left over from trimming this down, and I'm going to put that on the inside of the card using some of my crafty glue friend. I love doing that. I always say that, but this is always fun. Save your little pieces because you can put those on the inside. And then I've just got some more craft cardstock. I'm going to stamp out the sentiments. And those sentiments read, as you can see, a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover. And then on the inside, I'll stamp the rest of the sentiment, which says, hard to find and lucky to have. Super great sentiments. It's just, I don't know. Great card to give to any of your friends. So now I'm going to trim that down. I'm going to trim it down to be 4 inches and then just slightly, bigger on top and bottom here. And that way it'll go all the way across our foiled background. And then I can kind of put my leaves down. But I'm going to just use Crafty Glue Friend to attach down my sentiment to the front of my panel. And then I will use some foam squares on the back of these 3 clovers. Of course, Miles is going to come in and just have a seat. I tell you, they are too fun. They've been coming in a lot more recently while I'm making cards, and they just like to sit there sometimes, which is fine with me. But like I said, I'm going to bring in some foam squares, and we're just going to put 1 foam square on the back of each one of our clovers. And then I'm going to start with the middle. The easiest way I have found when you're trying to center things up or make sure that things are fairly straight is to start with your middle, your very middle piece. And I'm lining that up using my glass mat, kind of eyeballing it a little bit. And then I can put down the other 2 clovers on either side. All right, and once that is down, that's going to finish off our card for today. So like I said, fairly quick card, and I do love the impact that it has. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. All the details for the hop are down below in the description box, so head down there. And thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.